Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a movie that completely redefines what a blockbuster can be? Well, Christopher Nolan just did it with the Odyssey, and it's blowing minds everywhere. I mean, this isn't just another action flick, it's a cultural phenomenon that's already raking in over $124 million in its opening weekend. That's more than most directors make in their entire careers, and it's the biggest debut for Nolan since The Dark Knight Rises. But here's what's really wild. The movie isn't even out of theaters yet, and people are already scrambling to figure out when they can watch it again. Why? Because this isn't just about the film, it's about the entire business model of how we consume movies in 2026. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't this the same movie that made Matt Damon, Tom Holland, and Zendaya look like gods? And yes, it is. But what's fascinating is how this film has become a case study in the modern movie release strategy. Theaters are still king, but the moment a movie like this drops, the world holds its breath waiting for the streaming date. And here's the thing, nobody knows when that will be. Not even the studio. It's like watching a game of chess where the pieces are still being moved, and everyone's trying to guess the next move. Let's talk about the numbers for a second. This movie isn't just making money, it's making history. It's the third largest opener of 2026, right behind Toy Story 5 and the Super Mario Galaxy movie. But here's what's even more interesting. The way it's performing suggests that audiences still crave big screen experiences, even in an era where streaming is the norm. I mean, people are lining up to see it in theaters, but the question on everyone's mind is, when can I watch it again? And that's where the real battle begins. Studios are holding on to these films for as long as possible, knowing that the demand is there. It's like a game of tug-of-war between the theater owners and the streaming giants, and right now, the theaters are winning. Now, if you're thinking, but wait, isn't this just how it's always been? You're not wrong, but the timeline is shifting. Take Oppenheimer as a case study. It came out in July and didn't hit streaming until November. And now, with the Odyssey, I'm guessing the same pattern will play out. But here's the kicker. The streaming world is changing faster than anyone expects. Platforms like Peacock are trying to catch up, and Universal is probably calculating every second of this delay to maximize revenue. It's not just about money anymore, it's about control. Who gets to own the conversation around a movie, and for how long? And then there's the question of price. If the Odyssey does end up on Peacock, which it almost certainly will, the subscription model becomes a whole new battleground. Premium Plus costs $16.99 a month, but you can get it for $169.99 a year. That's a steep price for a single movie, but it's also a reflection of how much value studios place on exclusivity. Personally, I think this is the future, paying for access to content that's only available for a limited time. But here's the problem. What happens when people start to realize they're being charged for something they already paid for in theaters? It's a delicate balance, and I suspect Universal is walking a tightrope here. So, what does all of this mean for you? If you're a fan of the movie, you might be stuck waiting months for it to hit streaming. But if you're someone who's tired of paying for multiple platforms just to watch the latest blockbusters, this might be the moment you start questioning the entire system. Because at the end of the day, the real question isn't when the Odyssey will be on streaming, it's whether we are still willing to pay for movies in the way we always have. And if not, what's the alternative? That's the bigger story here, and I guarantee you, it's not going to end with this one film.